ache so much. Everything hurts. Today we're going to use that hard insulation to put on the walls to make sure it stays warm in here, and then cut it out, which I'm not looking forward to because it's this horrible, squeaky horribleness and it's a sensory nightmare. We're going to use this stuff just to template out the shape of the wall so we know what size to cut.
Oh no.
Oh. This is deeply unpleasant.
Oh. There you go. So just like when you buy wine, we've gone for the second cheapest wine. I think it was about £5 each.
Does that say it sticks like
Maybe. They're adults who use it.
It actually really does.
It's got a star in it. Sticks like SH.
Star T.
How do we keep it there?
If I let go, do you think it'll fall off?
Yeah, hold it.
So we're not even halfway and it's taken us like all morning.
I keep finding distractions, so I've cut this hole up here so that we can get rid of this awkward wire. Good fit. Let's glue it in.
You can do this, it's too sticky.
We've been using this.
No swearing.
Jodie's favourite glue. That one was perfect. Look at that fit.
It's perfect. You seem very proud of that one.
The rest are bodged. Do you just see how horrible they are underneath? This one is actually good. Look how neat it is. All the panels along the bottom have this groove cut out of them, and I found the best way to do it is to cut your line here first. Oh.
So horrible.
Then get your other one. Watch the junk. I hate this bit. It's such a horrible noise. This way we cut an even wedge into each one. Chuck it straight in, perfect. Do this one. And that's it.
Is it not like that?
You can see how proud I was of that.
Yeah, that one
After
came
looking
out
at this one, that's an absolute mess. Alright, let me cut my wedge. Maybe this wedge will look better.
Let's try again, yeah?
Right.
Wedge number 2.
Oh. Look at those lines.
Those are some good lines.
Those were some clean lines.
Not bad.
Then you get your wedge.
Good job. Smells like barbecue. It reminds me of PVA glue when we need super glue for the ceiling.
Not as perfect as this one, but a good one to finish on. Jodie?
Pew, pew, pew!
Ah, she's playing. We're using the wood just to push the insulation right up against the metal frame and help the glue stick. Look at this beard trim.
Today we finished putting on all of the insulation on the walls.
We've gone for the Ecotherm brand, which seems to be okay. It's very squeaky when you put it on. It looks like good quality stuff.
A heads up if you have any sensory needs, this stuff is the most horrendous noise I think I've ever heard in my life. If you're going to do it, wear your defenders. We've done all of the panels on all sides of the van. And next is the ceiling.
What I've worked out to do is if you cut 2 lines about 2 mil apart from each other, when you open it up, you get this little wedge. Mess free, then you can bend it. And now this will fit on the roof. Look how clean it is. Now that we've taped it, it bends just perfectly.
We're on our way to Screwfix to get more glue.
But more importantly, Jodie's had a reality check and she's started to get a bit nervous about us leaving.
It's not the going in the van and travelling that I'm nervous about, it's the not having a home anymore. Like, not having that base. That's what I'm most, I don't know, nervous about.
Our contract runs out at the house we're renting in 6 weeks, so we finally got a bit of a deadline now, and Jodie's feeling the pressure because 6 weeks we're going to be living in a van.
It's really not a lot of time, Joe.
We've only just insulated it, and we've still got to do wiring, plumbing, build all the units. We've still got a lot of work to do, and just 6 weeks to do it.
Ooh.
Got some spray foam to fill in the gaps.
Excellent.
And then your favourite glue.
It does not stick like it is. bought 3, so a lot of it will end up on the floor.
Can you get the stick?
No, I'm gonna go home and leave you just hanging there for a few more hours. It's a very creative way of doing it.
This is a good way. This is Jodie's way. Do you think we could do more like this?
Maybe, but I don't want to use up too much of the insulation.
It's just scraps. Like we could cut a whole other one out of this.
Okay. Catch it! Oh, it fell.
That went in so smooth.
You look kind of like a pole dancer. Throw some dollar bills at you.
How much head height have we lost? So we've still got enough room, but then we're not normal sized people. Jodie's 4'8" and I'm 5'6".
Jodie is not 4'8" and you are not 5'6".
We've got the first 2 ceiling panels in. We're using these sticks to help push it up and make sure we get good contact. We've done the first 2 and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left to do.
We left these 2 for a couple of hours and they've stuck really well. They're not falling off at all, so quite hopeful for the rest of them. And once that's stuck on, we can take down our magical forest that we've created to hold up the ceiling panels, and we just have to wait for them to dry. Today we'll be doing the floor. We're going to be using these 30mm pieces of wood. We chose that as the thickness because it's the same thickness as the insulation we're using, so it'll create a very smooth surface. We'll then be able to slot in to each section, add on a vapour barrier and plywood and create a smooth, flat surface for us to be able to walk on.
We are about 10 centimetres short on all of them. So the way I'm going to fix it is I'm going to cut each length to the midpoint of the van, double them up so that they're the correct length, and then use the offcuts for the in-between sections to create the grid. So
It's coming going nicely, isn't it? This is the time-taking stuff, isn't it?
yeah, this is the hard part. It'll be fun after.
It'll be great.
Can I get some shine? Yo, Chi.
Can you stand on it while I cut?
Me? Alright. Obviously me, there's no one else here.
We've cut our lengths of wood, so like we explained, 2 lengths of 90 centimetres, which put together gives us our 180 that we wanted. It lines up perfectly here on the edge, and we can use our offcuts to finish off our grid pattern, and then insulation in there. How's painting gone?
It would have been a lot quicker if I didn't have to stop every 5 minutes to hold the wood for you to cut.
Stroppy today.
I've got to go out and you're taking forever. I think we should go home, let it dry, and then come back tomorrow and put the grid on top of it.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question.
What's he asking?
I'm asking you if I should wear this or this.
Where are you going?
To a Thai restaurant. I'm going to have an evening with my friends drinking lots of sake. You're going to have an evening of playing games and eating food.
Jodie wasn't wrong. Hey there.
Thank you.
Thanks. I've gone for 2 dishes, Jodie's and mine.
Don't. I didn't even drink all that much.
Why are you wearing a rain jacket?
Because I'm not dressed, I'm not wearing makeup, I'm not awake. Our street's having a Jubilee party.
I've lived in London all my life and never been to a street party, and we're going to see what it's like.
It's very common up north. I've been to many.
I can see lots of bunting hanging and people in deck chairs.
Gazebos, there's going to be lots of cheap squash and probably a face painter. There's that loudspeaker where no one can hear what the guy's actually saying. It's a
And
standard,
people sat on the grass in this miserable weather.
yeah, it's a standard British street party. People are doing some acrobatics, I think. We've got a bouncy castle for kids to bounce in. So my Jodie Advisor review of my street party is probably a 4 stars. There's not a huge amount of food and it's a bit of a bad day, but there's loads of fun things for the kiddies, so they're all happy.
My review of the street party, shockingly bad. Oh, I'm glad to be out. Yeah, that was rubbish. Everyone loves the 55-year-old DJ.
You can't really tell what he's saying. It's
who
just
thinks he's hilarious. I thought it was horrible. I think they should never do that again. They should ban those things.
30 on the schnoz.
30 on the schnoz. And the other one?
29.9.
There was a bit of a storm the other day and I noticed when I came in today we had some water pooling here and then down here we had a little puddle of water. I think it's coming through the window. So I bought some clear silicone that's used for glazing, which I'm going to try and put around the outside of the window and see if that helps.
So we finally finished our floor. Next we're going to put the silver foil over to create a vapor barrier and then we're done with the floor. Our floor is finished and vapor barriered, so now we're ready to put the wood down. We have a floor! How does it feel?
Oh, a lot better. We don't have to dance around those wooden planks anymore. I feel like I want to do a break dance.
Make sure they've got enough room.
Come on, get back. When they go through. Alright, we're fully insulated and floored. What should we move on to next?
We need to water test it, make sure the window doesn't leak. Okay, that was fun. Did we have any leaks?
The clear sealant worked. There's no water coming in at all. It's completely dry. Before it was all pooling here with little drops, but I think that did the job.
Excellent. That was a cheap fix and an easy fix.
Break dance.
I really think we're going to be travelling acrobats.
Let's get on with it.
Now we can rub this out. We have no more leaks. We have finally finished our floor and we're very proud of ourselves.
We've put the old floor in that came with the van when we got it. Just temporary, but it seems to fit quite well. So now we can finally walk on the floor and get things fitted. I think next step is to do the bed struts, put the flat piece on the side that's going to block it off, get something temporary put in, and move on to wiring. We're going to need to know where everything goes before we can wire it up.
That's going to be a massive Joe job. That's not a Jodie helping job.
I've got a label at the top with vent on and 2 fan labels, and that's as far as the electric planning's gone.
Floor's done, I'm tired. See you next time. No, I don't want to stay. Join us next time when we will be doing something completely different, which I do not know what it is yet.
3 of them. Areola?
Areola Grande. Joe's just finishing off the electric hookup point. We've got our temporary kitchen and our bed struts where our bed's gonna go. Oh no, it's all leaking out this side.
Wash your hair? No, don't really.